All right, am back. So, I plan on doing like more interludes and rank ups tonight before we go to Persona, um, and also finish this recording because we're like halfway done. All right. All right. Yeah, so I also ordered food, so we're gonna get this done. I'm gonna eat and then I'm gonna record and then we're gonna play Persona. All right, so there is no change, by the way. For me getting Arcwood's append is strictly for farming. Yeah, so this team doesn't really change. She's just been grinding, so the Storm Pod node, I don't have to use Hakuno. But haven't tested damage yet. Oh, shit. Did I choose Castori, not Tonalico? Fuck. Yeah, no. This is not gonna end well. No. Come on. What the fuck?
くのですね。どうぞごゆっくり。おはい、どうぞごゆっくり。後輩、抑制。光を機嫌まぶしく大きく。空想具現。天の鎖、道を示す。仰ぎなさい。星を覆う天外を。化粧の熱し、薄ま、回る、今は失われた。平ら大きくねぶ平らげて切り上げる。あ、そしゃびせ。
Oh, no. I need Total Eco's MP. Oh, awesome. My food's almost here.
ひと夏の戯れでねなぶってこのように気に入りました。私の手にすがりつきなさい。肉体は溶けようと魂はこの湖サマープールドスナ。あ、そしゃビセ結風。眠って
Oh.
何を今さら食いるというのか。森は燃え地は砕く。その上で無自覚ならばあまはれる。粉塵のごとく我が炎に帰るがよい。水気が足りませんね。あ、そしゃここまでよくこらえました。勝負しれあがく加減冗談だ。機嫌が良いのでひと夏の差は視線はそのまま。感中さ呼吸道がなくこの城の隋の月の城にようこそ。気に入りました。私の手にすがりつきなさい。肉体は溶けようと魂はこの湖サマープールドスナ。加減が分かりませんでした。無作法許されますよ。
All right. Alright, food's here. Alright.
勇敢であることは評価します。私、うん、ありがとう。元気出た。なんて。どうぞごゆっくり。では眩し外さない。決して空想苦言。天の鎖道を示す。仰ぎなさい。星を覆う天外を。引き分け。槍、杭、食らい尽くしてくれましょう。アラウンドキャメロット。眩しく平らげて。旧姓の妖精である以上、全ての巨食を払いましょう。早たどり着けんの理想。目に映るもの全てを灰に。ね、あっ。トネリコの名に恥じぬように。平らげて。白亜の城が語りしは叶うことなき夢の名残。燃え上がる結末を鳥は忘れず。メモリー・オブ・ロンリニーン。集まるしぎる。私一人になっても かしこみ恐れ多くはいざなびの国づくりの大変のこれが私の旧姓の妖精である以上全ての巨食を払いましょう。早たどり着けぬ理想と目に映るもの全てを灰に。陰獄はお気に召しまして、いずれこの星の全てを私の庭に。
Right. Shut. What's up, Daryl?
いいでしょう。身の毛もよだつ殺戮としびれるような闘争を遠慮いりますあがくのですなんておどうぞごゆっくりではいらっしゃい。平らげて気 機嫌が良い
眠って
特
なぶっ
別
て
感受さ故郷道はこの城の随の月の城にようこ
落石チーム怒りすぎません？
そ余裕です余裕
世界の終わりをご所望ですのね。
遠い夢をひと夏の
シェルターでしたらこなぶっ
このようにこの一石世界せっかくです楽しみなさい体は魂は末後の夢に浄化しかしこみかしこみ
恐れ多くはイザナギの国づくりの大変のこれが私の
加減が分かりませんでした無作法許されますよ
Yep, sorry, chat. Almost done eating. Alright. Arthur is the last one.
神への生贄にしては小ぶりではありませんけど
Oh, actually... Alright. I'm gonna switch to a single target after finish this. Mm-hmm.
治療に身軽さが必要ならそうするべき。
じゃあ今のうちに準備を始めていきます。今のうちに準備。
体温が上がりすぎてパスをかけてたら体温が上がりすぎて
それオーケー。これなるは少なびこなより借り受け冥界を渡り来たるさや船雨の鏡の船。あっ
本気で行こう。そうか、分かった。ギャーこれを飲め。
オーケー。
泣いても構わんぞ。
これ重たいの行くよ。
本気で行こう。ギャーどんな愉快な症状だ。逃がすか。
これなら少なびこなより借り受け冥界を渡り来たるさや船雨の鏡の魔王の指先。
シール13デシジョンスタート。これは世界を救う戦いである。
商人もうやだ。お願い。
ギャーギャー何のシャガ
もはや分かり合えぬ。もはや通じ合えぬ。もちろん了解ね。
ならばそのよう行くぞ。ギャーカー
白兵戦行きます。
Oh shit.
あれはいつか見た終わりの星。どれほど遠く汚れても私は
一切承知。行くぞ。本気で行こう。
それはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなくあなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラウンドカリバーン。
我が心は不動。しかして自由にやらねばならぬ。すなわちこれ無念無双の境地なり。剣術無双健全の一に。
そうか、わかった。シール13デシジョンスタート。これは世界を救う戦いである。
商人
か
切り捨て
負けないぞ。
剣は生死の狭間にて大活し、善は生死木工のうち第五へ至り、剣術無双健全一に。ごめん。
Right. Alright, done. Where's this cop? Oh, it's over here. All right. Okay, take Arcwood off. Alright, let's go.
「視力を尽くしてくるがいい」
合ってる。今度こそ決める。
本気で行こう。この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。お前夢のように片付けよう。そうか、分かった。何事もやればできるさ。あ、任せて。いいね。シール13デシジョンスタート。これは世界を救う戦いである。
商人。あれね。発展途上ですので。見つけた。
いいとも。
あれね。
そう
止めて。食
本気で行こう。ああ、決着をつけよう。
温まってきた。
小さな窓がここには一つ。シール13デシジョンスタート。これは世界を救う戦いである。
商人。 告げる。青を示す名においてノットセインファイトタイムレスワーズ。
星の宇宙物見の楽園の端から君に聞かせる。罪なき者の通るガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
ロブスロブス見よ、新たなる神のありようを。
今この辺かな。サポートお願いね。逃げられるぞ。
You're welcome.
ロブスロブスロブス。
任せて。シール13デシジョンスタート。これは世界を救う戦いである。
勝利。
キャー叩いて。
ロブス
夢のように片付けよう。小さな窓を
サポート
切り伏せ
お願いね。
られてるとも。そこは壁もなく城もなく降りそうな始まりの空。魂のありかを見せようか。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
そこで
カ
許す、ローマが許す。
君の道行きを信じよう。さあ行きなさい。ああ、決着をつけよう。切り伏せてみ。そうか、分かった。いいね。シール13デシジョンスタート。これは世界を救う戦いである。
勝利。
星よ星よ、今こそ人の歩みを刮目するがいい。
ごめんなさい。
ほんと役立たずでごめん。
ローマ
ほんの小さな一押しで、いつか私もこんな風に。
全員に次ぐ全身のみだ。
好きなかけらを集めるように。
本気で行こう。ああ、決着いいね。
優しいんですね。
シール13デシジョンスタート。これは世界を救う戦いである。
勝利。
どうにか勝ちを拾えたか。よくやったみんな。
Right. All right. All right. So, time to get this recording done. I don't want to like start building up and have a longer day recording tomorrow. Right. Okay, and time to record. All right. So ate dinner, and back. Not entirely sure whether we're gonna keep playing Persona tonight. But I am definitely gonna try and finish this tonight. At least this this part of the list. Again, it's 6 more. Oh, so I could have actually stopped before Doman, but it is what it is. Yeah. Also, not a surprise that my favorite units on this list are going to be quick units. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, that kind of is going to be a pattern because I feel the quick, these quick alter egos are just they don't have as many problems, or I don't have as many problems. So, Bazette, only character of her class. Under normal circumstances, she would go here, but she is way too effective and makes it. Yeah, no, she makes 3 turn, 2 turns, and no other servant in the game can come close to her clear speed. She is at top of list. If you can't English right now, she's usually at the top of the list for min turns because of like the way her mechanics work. And the more if she's fighting 6 enemies, she's definitely gonna do some damage. All right, so base attack super high for 5-star, 12.8k is like past even the Avengers going into the Berserker territory. And I don't even think most Berserkers are even this high in the first place. HP on the lower end at 12.8k. 13 usually on the average. But it's not that far off. You're going to definitely want ways to keep it alive, though. MP charge 0.8. Her quick cards go burr. They go so burr. If she had MP gain, like disgusting, but her arts and quick card do a lot for her. Double buster, double quick as well. So Ruler Scotty, you can use Vitch. Kind of just depends on the setup. But Vitch is definitely more if you're dealing with man attribute. If you're not dealing with man attribute, like Vitch isn't gonna help as much. Yeah, because like part of Vitch's value is that power mod. 5-hit extra attack. This should be. It will do a good amount of damage and refund a lot. For skill, 30% quicken and buster buffs, 30% crit damage, and 30% power mod against casters. Unlike Hephaestion, this is not class advantage. This is basically extra crit damage against casters. Hephaestion has a better better type of this skill, because I think her card buff is also tied to this, if I'm remembering yesterday correctly. Second skill, 50% battery, 500% star weight, 100% crit damage for a turn. Yeah, very important. It really is up to you though whether you're popping this turn 1 or not. It kind of depends. Just if you plan on doing, yeah. Sorry, the issue with Bazette is kind of coming up. If you're not fighting enemies that are gonna do AOE attacks, it is very, very hard to give her esports level buffs. You essentially kind of have to be using Miss Crane if you want to really be cycling units out or Summer Chloe, just because you can't expect your allies to die if the enemy is only going to do single target attacks. Bazette is going to taunt all of them, so your supports will stay alive. AoE nukes that Bazette is surviving, but your supports are not, are literally best case scenario, but I'm pretty sure most DPSs will agree with that. But having this 100% crit damage here does give you a little more leeway on turn 1, when usually units are at their weakest for challenge quests. Like, usually turn 1 is the hardest, especially for Buster. And for Bazette, again, depends on the team comp and what kind of enemies you're fighting. Third skill, evasion for 1 turn, full debuff immunity for a turn, and 20 crit stars. This definitely helps her crit, especially if you're using Ruler Scotty. Yeah, you definitely want to be critting with Bazette as much as you can. Crits help her refund, especially on her quick cards. It is very, very easy to spam Bazette as long as you have face cards. If you don't have face cards, Bazette is not going to refund that much unless she is getting hit a bunch of times by the enemy and then countering, or B, countering a bunch of times. It has to be one of those two. But obviously she would prefer if the enemy hit her like 5 times in one attack. That is best case refund for her. Passive 17.5% debuff resistance, 10% quick. Power mod, no, not power mod. Bonus damage, 175, but it's literally nothing. And then the main way that Bazette even functions, because normally offensive buffs go away at the end of your turn, this passive just makes it so they go away at the end of your opponent's turn, just like debuffs. Or yes, just like the way debuffs work for the enemy. Like, they will basically go away at the same turn. Yep. Actually run her with Merlin, Lady Avalon, and Castoria. Yeah, that's the other thing. I'll get into survivability on that. Yeah, so if she's doing Brave Chains, get this. If you plan to do cooldown reduction stuff, get this. And this is just ease of use. Honestly, Bazette, because she has that block 50, she kind of does not need this unless she is doing multi-core with, like Daryl said, Castoria. So, MP. She taunts herself for 1 turn and then gives herself the counter status. This works just how it does in like other games with counter. The second you get hit, you immediately attack, and thus you extend the amount of times you can attack based on the number of enemies. So normally she would basically only MP, and then if she's doing a Brave Chain, she gets 3 more attacks, and one of them being an extra attack that can't crit. Every time the enemy attacks her or targets her, then she immediately attacks. So this also counts for if someone is going to like charm the enemy, Bazette will counter. I do believe if I just have to double check this. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff that goes into the intricacies of Bazette's kit. Really, this is just a big paragraph, and I just do not have the time to read this. But basically, yeah, like, if anything is going to affect Bazette or target her, she's going to just attack them and punch them in the face just like she did to the 2 in Prisma Ilia. I haven't watched that scene, but I do know, like, Bazette and Prisma Ilia apparently, like, killed 2 servants. Like, that is significant, even if they're shadow servants. Still a feat. Yeah, OC, attack buff lasts for 1 turn, and because of her passive, this will extend to the enemy turns for her counters. So you do want higher levels of overcharge, because Quick doesn't really give attack buffs, or that was the case before Ruler Scotty came out. So, Fonzie, 30% MP damage, Guts 1 time, and she revives at 20% HP. The Guts is both a con and a benefit. The way Taunt works with Guts, though, normally if a Guts procs, you're probably not getting hit immediately again. And again, with Taunt, when the ally dies, the turn's over. That's not how it works with Guts. The second the Guts procs, the enemy is probably going to hit you back again. So if Bazette is not able to survive that, this isn't going to do that much. It is going to be nice, though, if you make Grand Bazette Grand Counter. And she gets to have this 30% MP damage along with Black Rail. So we'll see. Bigger, because this is 20%. Obviously, the higher level your Bazette is, the more HP you'll get from the Guts. But if Bazette ever gets a buff, I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. She'll probably get another Guts that is stackable with other Guts. And probably gives her like a huge battery too, because her main weakness right now is absolutely survivability. Quick does not give survivability except for Scotty's MP. Good luck getting that with Bazette, because Scotty isn't getting hit unless it's AoE. Yeah, and you can't use Khazra Drop because Khazra Drop stuns, although Bazette would like the defense down. Khazra Drop just isn't that functional with Bazette. I mean, kind of works, but not really. Yeah, but the literal fact that she is completely unique in this game with a counter, because like Onger Mainu tries, but does not do it anywhere near as good as Bazette. So yeah, you're sitting at EX for a good reason. All right, Bunyan, my trauma servant. I got 3 copies of this character before one of the rats. And almost got the 4th and almost lost my Oberon to this character. Oh my god, I still remember that anniversary like it was yesterday. I like Rio, and I really like the rats. Bunyan, not so much, but buff Bunyan got definitely was needed. So, real quick, just to the buff, it was stars, star bomb, and that was it. And honestly, Bunyan kind of did need that because Triple Buster didn't really have a good way to be genning stars in the first place. Outside bitch batteries, and obviously, Bunyan not going to have batteries. Sorry, not batteries. Star bombs. Yeah, obviously, Bunyan is not going to have star bombs every turn, so being able to make stars was important for them. Base stack is a little low at 11.5k, just above the average. HP 13.5k HP. Again, this is like not great, like not high, but not super low either. MP charge 0.86% with fairly decent hit counts. Like this is a very good arts card, as is tradition with Gorilla decks. They usually make the Quicken Arts cards make up for low refund because Triple Buster. Yeah, also with Mighty Change, these kind of kind of slap pretty hard, not gonna lie. Especially because Bunyan can go MP quick arts, so keep up chain and be able, if you're actually able to loop this, your next turn is gonna be MP Buster. So yeah, they could have made this quick card and arts card way worse. They really could have. First skill, 30% attack for 3 turns, and a party-wide Buster buff. There was no way this was ever going to be AoE. Like, would have been insane. Party-wide mana burst, essentially. I feel like they could slap another effect on this, but I don't think they're going to actually do that. This one, on the other hand, absolutely, they can buff this. This is the skill I really want to get buff. All this skill is 30% battery and overcharge for the party for 1 stage. And unlike other skills like this, it's only for 1 turn. You do not have any leeway. I think this is definitely the weakest part of Bunyan's kit by a metric landslide. This fucking sucks. Especially if you're trying to do multi-core. This, like, come on. Basically, if Bunyan pops this skill, she's not MPing this turn, because then you're wasting it for your AoE, unless it's like Astoria. Like, this is just this either needs to go to 1 time 3 turns, or something else. Like, this is just not enough. I really need this to be 1 time 3 turns, because this 1 turn shit just does not work with Bunyan's gameplay. It's like, it might as well just be overcharged Bunyan's MP at that point, because you're rarely gonna actually line it up. You're more likely to do a Buster Brave chain. You're more likely to do a Brave chain with Bunyan because of how Bunyan's kit works. So, like, trying to multi-core like this is not gonna work that well. But again, that's just my opinion on that. Third skill, NPCL for 1 turn, crit attack chance down 30%, and party-wide Buster star weight 500%. It is fortunate that it's not a stupid amount of star weight, because it does mean Bunyan will be able to get stars on these cards. But it also scales on your allies. So if you're using a servant that has, like, very high star weight, like Reigns, this is a fucking... Reigns' quick Buster card there is just gonna soak up all the stars, like, no question. Yeah, this one is a mixed bag, but I still think it's better than her second skill. Passives, 15% debuff resistance, 6% debuff success rate, mostly for here and her overcharge. Then Bunyan's main gimmick gives herself likes every time she attacks. This includes MP and extra attack, so she can get 4 technically per turn. And then whenever she gets hit, she also grants likes. So ideally, she would like to be solo, but she does not play. She doesn't have enough in her kit to actually do solos. That would just give her the highest ramp up, and she's not going to live past that. Does not have any kind of healing. This is for single core farming. Cooldown reduction does let you pop this on turn 2, so think about it, but Bunyan, even for single core farming, I probably wouldn't recommend unless you had a really big beefy Bunyan like I have on my JP account. Like, mine's MP4. Bunyan just does not have much to really double stack with Fitch, and yeah, not even debuffs or like debuffs that help Bunyan to that extent on her skills for Fitch to double stack. MP, again, already explained this. Scaling super effective mod goes up to 150%. So like normal super effective scaling, all you have to do is have 10 stacks. That really is easier said than done though, if Bunyan is not getting hit by the enemy. Like either they're like popping a lot of skills or just not attacking. It is very hard to like keep max stacks on Bunyan if she's not getting hit. 20 star bomb helps a lot, but again, it is a smaller amount than Bunyan really does need. If you plan on doing Mighty Chains, like this 20 stars probably isn't going to go to those Quicken Arts cards. Not that easily. You're going to have to not get any Buster cards for you to really have that good star weight. Defense down is the OC, and it's very weak at 10% after damage. I would have less issue. Like, I would prefer this be 20% if it's not going to be before damage. But if it was before damage, I would be fine with 10%, but they're not going to fix it. They already buffed this MP. That they lost a chance. It's just not going to happen. Bond CE. 30% MP damage. Every time Bunyan defeats an enemy, she gets a like, and this one lasts for 5 turns. If you notice in her passive, these only last for 3 turns, so Bunyan will get a lot more ease of use if she is able to like fight trash mobs too. Again, like single target buster, she's the only one for alter egos, and she does. I don't want to say like she functions super well. Like, I do think Sedenai has a more fluent kit. No, Sedenai has better skills. Sedenai has better skills, but Bunyan has triple buster. Yeah, honestly, this is because Bunyan has triple buster as her deck. I would definitely bump her down if she did not have triple buster. From my own practical experience, like, it just makes like buster crits way easier to manage in runs. Just having that extra one. All right. Yeah, like Phantos Moon blows Bunyan's kit out of the water. It is only that ramp up super effective that saves Bunyan from going here. Rasputin. He is somewhere here, I think, even with the buff. Real quickly, Kirei kind of suffers from that Bond CE only being applied to Grand Servants. Or being able to use the Bond CE with only being Grand Servants. He would have benefited so much more if he could use both of them at the same time, like, all the time, but he's definitely somewhere here. Yeah, let me just go through his kit again real quick. Okay, Kirei, 11.1k attack, 14k HP, essentially 14.1. I like this character. I think he was like good dichotomy for Fate Stay Night, but yeah, all I can talk about him, all I remember clearly is Lostbelt 7 right now. And I really like that he is taking shots at Koi and Skaya. I think that was one of the funniest moments in Lostbelt 7. How like Kirei is talking about how Koi and Skaya's inner ugliness is she needs to get better at hiding it. That I think that was one of the biggest pot calling the kettle black. Oh shit. All right. But again, back to gameplay. 0.42% MP gain. Him as a looper, if that's what you want him to do, this definitely hinders him, and him being an alter ego does not help. Because yes, he does have the 1.5, but it's the 0.42 is not helpful. Not for archery fun. He is lacking a hit on his MP, and he is also lacking MP gain for this being this low for to really work as a farmer. He is able to do it. Do not get me wrong. Don't get me wrong at all. He definitely can do it, as with like most arts loopers with Black Rail. But he's definitely more of a fun servant. Oh yeah, actually, boom. Like if you're really trying to do the guts stuff, yeah, I want to rank him like on his gut stuff, not him as a farmer. 5 hit on quick cards, 4 hits on arts, 4 hit on buster, 5 hit extra attack. His deck honestly does work for him. I do like this double quick, double arts deck on him. I can see people wanting double buster, double arts, but he did not have the crit damage when he came out, and there's no fucking way they were actually in 2023 going to release an arts unit with only one arts card. It's like, if Kirei wants to crit, he does need the quick cards more than the buster card, because arts is not synonymous with crit. Arts is not synonymous with crit. First skill, targeted heal of 2000, full cleanse, and a 30% attack buff for himself on a 4-turn cooldown. He's a really high uptime for this attack buff, like almost 100%. If you have a pen 5, this is 100% uptime. Second skill, 50% battery, 30% battery for himself, along with doing 2,000 damage to himself. So if he wants, you can heal him if you want, but he does want to be lower HP, so probably not. All allies that have evil alignment get another 20 battery, and what do you know? He is evil. Why would anyone be fucking shocked that Kotomine Kirei was an evil character? Holy shit. Probably someone that only ever watched him like running a Mapu Tofu store. I heard. Wait. Was that Carnival Phantasm or Prisma Ilia? I feel like I watched something where Kirei was running a Mapu Tofu shop, and he was literally getting off on people struggling to eat his food. Huh. Yeah. Oh, wait, that is something that happens in Prelia? Oh, shit. God, fuck it. See, why does Prelia actually have good scenes that people want to watch, but Kuro and... No, not Kuro, Ilya. Ilya's a pervert no matter what fucking timeline. This is Ilya's fault. Ilya makes Prisma Ilya so fucking weird to watch. Especially because they're supposed to be girls around my students' ages. I don't need to know what my students do in their free time. Thank you very much. Some of them share enough, although some of them sharing is part of my job, so I don't mind it. But I don't need to see that. I'm fine with just hearing about it. Off topic though. So, in addition to the 20 battery for Evil Servants, it's also a 20% arts buff for Evil Servants. And again, he is evil, so he gets this. But he does only have a 20 arts buff for himself. That is very, very low for an arts DPS. For him to basically not even have a card buff for himself. But that, I mean, he is supposed to be a sub DPS, and that was solidified with this buff. So this is a lot of nonsense, but here's what it is. So this part of this part of Kyrie's kit, the self gut status with a chance when you're defeated, this only worked for wait, I think it's God, I keep forgetting this every single time because I know I've talked about this twice. Isn't it that now it works with other guts that you can get this self proc? Or this can proc on other guts, not just his own? Yeah, even though I have Kyrie, I unfortunately don't have a good enough copy. And also the CEs to like really make Kyrie work. Is unfortunate. I do want to like actually have fun with Priest, but eesh. Yeesh. But yeah, basically, if you ever use Necromancy, that's pretty much what this Guts is. Sorry. But it's Necromancy with a higher chance to proc. I believe Necromancy is 50%. This is 80% chance. Audio. Wait, yeah, Daryl, my audio was getting fucked up or no? Anyway. Got it. All right. So, when the Guts procs, party-wide MP damage, 20% for 5 turns every time the Guts is procced. Usually, stuff like this is 3 turns. This is what Kyrie makes, like, why Kyrie is good as a sub DPS, because these 5-turn buffs last such a fucking long time. The taunt, he also gets taunted for 3 straight turns, so if you're not going for a min turn, you essentially can just have Kyrie start out on the field and you just don't pop buffs and just have Kyrie just start taking a lot of hits. So when he dies and a new buffer comes in, you basically are starting with close to Black Rail level of damage if the Guts procced a good amount of times. All right. Yeah, sorry, I keep going back to this, but I'm pretty sure it's that the buff was that this could proc off other guts. So like if you had multiple guts up, you could get another guts back. Like it wouldn't be waiting until you were using yeah, I'm sorry about this one. Is again another reason why I'm putting Kyrie in niche. He is so complicated to talk about with all the RNG. I know like this is a really really shitty way to be talking about Kyrie like this, and again, forgive me for this. But yeah, he is just like complicated, and I just don't have the account to like really be showing off. Mist has a like super good copy of Rasputin, so I would trust his word on it a lot more than me. But yeah, MP damage and crit damage. Just use him to taunt. There's multiple ways you can really use him. And this note does tell you straight up which ones don't work. Yeah, it's a giant trauma response to coup, indeed. All right, arts up 8%, crit damage up 8%, star gen up 8%, uh, mental debuff resistance up 30%, and full poison immunity. Yeah, this is the lore passive and is what it is that he has it. If you want to do farming, get this, but I think Kyurei is way more than just farming. Um. Again, I would probably get this, and if you want to use with Tamamo, I wouldn't be against it. Or, sorry, not against it, but I wouldn't doubt you, especially because Tamamo does count as evil, so you are giving Tamamo a battery and an arts buff. I, I do kind of want to point that out, though. So, yeah, like, if you're feeling frisky and don't want to rely on, like, Astoria, Kira is honestly pretty fun. I do need to use him in a couple. I should try using him for the super recollection. Yeah, I want to use him for the super recollection. Just use him as a taunter and just have fun with it. All right. MP. 4-hit AoE arts, super effective against evil alignment, burns all enemies for 1,000 damage for 3 turns, and then puts the dot amp for both burn and curse, both at 100%, and lasting for 3 turns each, and another curse, another DOT, and it's curse. Gary also has a 60% chance to insta-kill good alignment enemies, and this good is not just servants. There are okay, no, I fucking take this back. Holy shit. Yeah, chat, it is fucking complicated talking about super effectives against trash mobs when it comes to alignments. Because some enemies do have alignments, but apparently not trash mobs. So I actually don't get this one. Like, I get Kirei insta-killing good allies. This has to be like a fucking lore. It has to be a lore because there aren't trash mobs that you can insta-kill like this. And you're not insta-killing servants at 60%. But yeah, the super effective against evil does make way more sense because it is Angramainu. Or, yeah. Like, he is the one that knows all evil. So, of course, he'd be very well suited to destroying evil. Or making evil worse. Arts up for himself 20% base, activates before damage. So, that is why that's why his arts buff for evil servants isn't such a detriment with his looping, but he still doesn't have MP gain. The lore kits. I don't mind it. If he's good at it too, like, I don't mind it. Bond CE, 30% MP damage, and whenever a Guts activates, 20 stars. This Bond CE is why it hurts Kirei probably the most, because he would be so much better as a crit support if he didn't need, how do I say it? It essentially makes it so if you want more guts on Kirei, your supports are gonna have to be giving him guts, which kind of narrows down his supports if you want Kirei to be like full main DPS while still also doing the gut shenanigans. But him as a sub DPS, it's not nearly as much as a problem because you're already using him for crit damage and MP damage boosting or buffing for the party. Yeah, like, this is one of those CEs where it's you actually would be running this with the recent buff. Before the buff, not really. But if his guts is working the way I'm pretty sure it is. This should be a buff from what it was before, and yeah. It's like if you don't plan on Kirei being main DPS, like you don't care about Kirei's like damage, you probably would run this. Yeah, so for fun reasons, he's here. I honestly don't know that much, or my most experience with him is like brute forcing him to loot farm QP, and that is definitely not how you're supposed to use Kirei. I'm just like not one of those people that can really like put him in the light he actually deserves or should be viewed in. Like I kind of like this explanation is pretty fucking janky, not gonna lie. It is showing the lack of sobriety I have right now, and I thought I would be better about this, but guess not. Lessons learned. Fuck me though. Yes. Yes. Chat, I like Tiamat. I really liked her design when she came out in Babylonia. Like I thought the idea of beasts and like just dragon Kobayashi Dragon Maid like came out around this time. And I do like non-humans. Like I find them more fascinating characters than like human characters, just seeing an alien like mindsets. That's probably also why I like Esdeath from Akame ga Kill. She does not fucking fit that series at all. Like that. Okay, so tangent because just enjoying the rest of this list. We only have like 3 more characters. Esdeath would not feel out of place in Bleach or Naruto. That's how wild a character that author made and how unlikely she fits into that world. Like characters that stand out, I don't know, they just kind of click with me. Tiamat being like the first actual realized beast being shown in FGO, I thought was really sick, especially because Gatia was the one we thought we would be fighting first. And then obviously over time we fought more beasts. But Tiamat is still the one that had the actual alien mindset that we saw from gods. And, you know, taken to the like absolute extreme. But farming wise, gameplay wise, she is a black rail looper. You are able to start with from 0 and use double Vich Oberon and do pretty fucking good damage. She does not overlap with Melisande because you would not be using them to fight the same characters at all unless they're berserkers, in which case you can really bring any servant other than them. Yeah, let's get started. 11.4k base attack, 14k HP. Wasn't this Bizet? Didn't Bizet have this exact HP too? MP charge 0.44%. Don't really have to worry about it. For farming purposes, like you don't really rely on face card refund, but you don't need to be doing double Vich Oberon to use Tiamat effectively. Like can function without it, and her crits do not the best, but they do slap. But animal characteristics is the main one here. Chaotic Evil for Doman Synergy, and this is just a bond bonus, just pointing that out. 4 hits on Quick, 4 hits on Arts, 3 hits on Buster, 5 hit extra attack. Extra attack, do not expect it to be all that good. Yeah, she is a farmer more than anything else, although she does have some both multi-core and some not even some. She does have good challenge quest utility, just not if you're using Oberon. First skill, 50% battery, crit attack chance down 100%. You cannot get crit this turn unless the enemy has a shitload of crit buffs, and heal block. The enemy cannot heal the turn you do this. There are very, very few bosses that this matters, but fucking Demeter, oh my fucking god. I know so many people that would fucking love to have had Tiamat when they were fighting Demeter. Holy shit, the amount of people that were salty they did not have Ozymandias feels fucking bad. But yeah, if you're fighting bosses that heal a lot, this is gonna stop them from healing and let you what's it? You don't have to have stupid high DPS to hit the break bar before they heal back up. Like if you can only do 4,000 damage and they heal 200,000, instead of it taking multiple turns to break the bar, you only need 2, because you'll hit 4,000, it won't heal, and you'll do the rest of the HP. So very boss reliant, but Demeter was a boss I remember a lot of people having trouble with, and the fucking cowards are not letting us fight Super Recollection Demeter. I'm okay, so I'm actually salty about that. I wanted to fucking clap Demeter when they brought back the Super Recollections for Lostbelt 5. I really wanted to clap back at Demeter with my Aussie or someone else, but so many people fucking complained about it. Holy. Second skill, 30% attack buff, 30% buster buff, chance to stun all enemies for 1 turn, and a 2k curse. There is a craft essence that gives power mod against curse, but for Tiamat, you're probably using, again, Black Rail or First Day of Cranking. So she's mostly an MP spammer. I would pretty much only be doing that CE if you plan on critting more with Tiamat than MP spamming. Third skill, party-wide heal, 1.5k, 10% battery, MP damage for 1 turn on a 2-turn cooldown. This skill is what allows Tiamat to even do her Black Rail looping. Yeah, this also for solos, this is pretty nice because you do have a very high uptime on healing, and if you just run command codes, you will pretty hard to kill Tiamat. If especially if she's just taking like chip damage and not like trying to tank an MP. Yeah, not hard. Passives, 10% crit damage, 4% crit damage, insta-kill res, and mental debuff resistance, the beast passive. 500 damage cut goes really nicely with this for solos. It just means like even more if she's fighting like weaker enemies, it's way harder for them to actually kill her. So like Prison Tower, specifically bringing up Prison Tower, that's so low level that she doesn't have to really be worrying about surviving. Jokes on them, I have a level 118. Right? They didn't let us Aussies rise up. Unfortunate. Yeah, so damage cut, Goddess Essence EX, 30% debuff res, and 5% gauge per turn. This is for Black Rail looping. This is for getting damage even quicker. And it is very helpful that her battery is not tied to her damage. And you could pop this on turn 2. So yeah, Pen 5 definitely buffed up Tiamat to give her better turn 2 damage. Also, because of a Pen 5, it does also mean you can pop this for free on turn 2, because this will get reduced to a 1-turn cooldown. Yeah, so if you actually can avoid popping Vitch's battery on turn 1 for the cooldown reduction, I would definitely try to hold on to it for another time. MP, 6-hit AoE, Buster, full cleanse, damages to all enemies, skill seals them so they can't do any skills to debuff Tiamat or like buff themselves up. They just have to attack. And again, if you're fighting weaker enemies, she is either going to take no damage or so little she's going to be able to heal back from it. And she ramps up Buster 30% base up to 60, and this activates first. Bond CE. I actually forgot how this worked, and if this actually charged the backline or not. Yeah, I'm still working on getting my Tiamat to Bond 10, but it has been a very, very slow process. I know this works for the characters on the field. I'm not sure if it also charges backline. But yeah, is like essentially the Tiamat will get Prismacosmos. But unfortunately they didn't give her damage on this. Would have been nice. But yeah. Definitely deserves to be up there for being a Black Rail looper. And like, yeah, it's the Black Rail looping. That's number one, and then also all the CQ potential. Like it really goes both ways on her. Yeah. Two more. And we got, and last two are quick units. Hibiki and Shikagi. My unfortunate memory for this year, or for 2024, is that this is, I remember clearly, this is when my luck on JP started going to shit. Like, started getting, like, really bad. Like, this was, I think, the first character I missed this year. And then again, I almost hit pity on my JP, my alt account again. And I'm pretty sure I tried to push pretty hard on my alt for this character. I was super interested in their multi-core utility, and if I can snag them on main, I probably will. They have a lot of traits going on here. So let's get started. These are characters from a Type Moon franchise I am not super familiar with. So yeah, don't expect lore dumps from me. But I do know they were in Carnival Phantasm. Not sure if it was the same episode that had Phantasm Moon, but I do know that they were in Carnival Phantasm. Base attack 12.2k, HP 13.5k. Attributes completely change depending on what ascension you're in, and that also affects traits. So there is no bond CEs that have to do with like attributes. However, if you stay in Ascension 1 and 2, you do get two different bond CEs, one from Lawful Good, the other from Living Human. Group Servant is here also for, I think it's Nemo, but are you AoE? No, you're a single target, right? Oh no, you're AoE. Okay, yeah. So unlikely you be using Nemo, with the Group Servant. But stage 1, Man Attribute, because this is the one from whatever series they're from. Stage 2, Earth Attribute. Pretty sure whatever spirit is involved. I don't read events on JP chat. Don't expect lore dumps for characters I don't know. And especially if I don't have them, then I really am not reading like their translated stuff here if I don't have the character themselves. Star attribute though, this is very rare to have. Not many servants can hit you very hard with this, but you are losing these traits. But again, that is only if you're doing bond. If you're not doing bond, different story. Yeah, alignments change based on ascension too. Oh yeah, something to note: weak to Enuma Elish on stage 1 and 2, it's nullified on 3rd ascension, which is the DD. 3 hits on quick, 4 hits on arts, 3 hits on buster, 5 hit extra attack, with 0.55% MP gain. Again, I don't have this character, so I can't speak on refund right now. We're gonna have to do calcs in a bit. First skill, 20% MP gain. Sorry, no, I am right. 20% MP gain for the party, and then 20% card buffs for quick and buster. 2 attacks, 3 turn evasion. Second skill, 30% battery, party-wide battery, 20%. I believe she also gets this too, so 50 battery on this skill. Also increases max HP by 3k. I think this on a 7 turn is a little too much. If they swapped the batteries and made this the personal battery 20 and the party-wide 30, then I could actually see this being a 7 turn, because an AoE 30 is just like really, really fucking nice for multi-core. It makes it so like any character just needs a mana loading, and then they're able to MP with the standard support batteries. Third skill, party-wide MP damage 20%. On attack buffs, every time you attack with quick cards, defense down, static 10%. This also affects the MP. Or, sorry, the MP will also apply this. So MP always has 10% defense down before it goes. Every time you use a buster card, or no, again, same thing, 3 times 3 turns. 10% crit damage after using a buster card, and grants waterside battlefield to self for 3 turns. So again, like we saw with another character recently, Tlok, Hibiki and Chikage were serious. They put the waterside buff on themselves, so if they get buff stripped, you're gonna lose waterside. It's not like Van Gogh Minor or Lohi, where the field is put on the field, or the buff is on the field. So even if they get buff stripped, you still have like darkness and cityscape. I do think this skill is fairly weak. However, this MP damage is party wide, and defense down also is technically party wide. I feel like if they were gonna have this restriction with the buster card, they might as well have just made this AoE too. Like this is the only thing that I'm like scratching my head on. Like, if you're gonna have all of your buffs be AoE except for this one part of the skill, like, why not just make it AoE too? I feel like a good buff would just be removing the restriction, and then you can just have fun. If they want to make this AoE too, awesome. Not sure if they're gonna do it. Passives: 10% buff removal resistance, 10%. Buff debuff resistance up 10%. Crit damage 8%. Party crit damage up 5%. So again, very good multi-core utility. Although this is very small, it's still party crit buff for free. 300 damage cut, always nice to have. Again, if you're fighting weaker enemies, you just will take less damage. Or sometimes no damage. Last passive, 5% stars and 5 gauge when you're on water side. If I'm remembering this event correctly, no, my memory is like scuffed for this event. I didn't even get to use them that often, so I'm not gonna talk about the refund like that based on anecdotes, because again, not remembering it that well. For a multi-core, and this is a multi-core unit, 100%, most of their buffs are party-wide. You're probably going to want this. However, again, she is a quick unit. So do you need this? Probably not, because, again, too much charge from Scotty. Unless you're using a character that has lower charge, like, say, Nero Bride. Not too sure you're going to be using Nero Bride with her. Anti-moon cancer. Yeah. Not really needed, but helpful. MP. MP gen up 20% while you're on water side for 1 turn. Literally the same shit Talok has. Removes all enemies' defensive buffs. Super effective against chaotic alignment. And then Quicken Buster up activates first. So MP does get another 10%. So she does have a 30 card buff for MP from her own kit, which is the standard, but it's still like a little lackluster up front. Yeah, it would have been better if she can ramp this up, but are they really going to do that? Probably not. Okay, Bond CE, quick up 8%, Buster up 8%, and Party Gen, MP Gen up 10% while she's on the field. So, real quick. Like, she essentially is, like, a better version of Talok. Like, kit-wise, it's some similar shit, but just straight up better. And also a better class for farming, because all three goes just has casters and riders that she's actually going to get overkill quicker with. All right, so and for farming, using Ruler Scotty. Okay, so I'm only going to be showing, obviously, normal loop farming numbers. I've already said that this is a multi-core unit, so I am using her with double Ruler Scotty, so you really can take the Oberon and put any DPS you want to really run with her, and it should be pretty okay. But yeah, this, when we're talking about 90 plus, it really is, you need to figure out the puzzle pieces. Oh shit. Let us not fight this, because that was the pretenders that I was doing that testing on. All right. Chat. 80% on a quick unit. Like, okay, chat. I really should have figured that out when I saw 8-hit quick MP. That's AoE. It has MP gain. Like, you really kind of should have been expecting that, myself included. I got screwed over and didn't get this character. God damn, is that not good refund for a single core? So while we're here, what does it look like if in multi-core you're using the quick buff on someone else? I think that is a far better thing to test. Do at least loot 50? Still 60. Still 60. So again, not only is she a black rail looper, but that refund for multicore is nasty. Even if this is against casters, it's still what she'd normally be fighting against, and it's either casters or riders, or assassins, and she still will have an easy time getting overkill with assassins and has face cards to rely on. Unfortunately, she kind of is heavily just a farmer and multicore. Yeah, it's like this is mostly farming style buffs. Like the enemy defensive buffs, yes, this is good, but this is an AoE character. You're probably not using her to fight bosses, more likely than not, unless they're spawning trash ads. Yeah, like this character is, don't get me wrong, really good multi-core unit, like super good. But she's definitely gonna want to be run with Quick, and Quick still has some issues with consistency. Like this, I mean. Because she does do very, very similar things to Lohi. Like, right now, it's A plus or EX. And I want to say it's A plus only because the buff potency isn't that high. Yeah. She's great as a sub DPS, and I do like that Quick just has a lot of sub DPSs right now, rather than just traditional, basically Scotty with a different coat of paint. I'm kind of glad for Quick they're going different routes, but I think this character, it's like Lohi can get the ramp up actually going a little for your sub DPS. It's like she is sub DPS but more focused on herself, while Lohi is more focused, or is just as focused on herself as buffing others. While Hibiki and Chikage are just a little too, it's both they're not selfless enough, or they're not giving enough buffs, and it's also they're not buffing themselves enough either. It's like crit is not something they can rely on comfortably as Quick units if they're doing multi-core. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I want to. Like, they're gonna be able to make a ton of stars. Trust me on that. But their crit damage is not gonna be as high as it could be for characters that actually have more crit ramp up. She's kind of just heavily reliant on Scotty to carry the brute force of it. And if you're using double caster, a ruler Scotty, that also means the quick cards are not going to be as strong as they could be. Because you would not be using caster Scotty in multicore. Yeah. Yeah. It's like Lohi is the sub DP. Like, sorry. It's like Lohi is like closer to a support that is. I don't explain. It's like Hibiki and Chikage are and Lohi. They're like towing the line, and like Lohi is closer on the support side, and Hibiki and Chikage are closer on the sub DPS side. But they basically are trying to do the same thing. Yeah, I am just concerned about buff potency with them, and that's the only reason they're not going to EX. Alright, People Scotty for... Yeah, but for me, it's like quick. Like that's the whole thing about um how people see quick. Everyone is so hyper focused on getting quick to feel as good as arts, but it's like just take advantage of me personally. It's like take advantage of what quick does like really well, and that's just carding. Like call a spade a spade. Arts servants do not crit normally. They don't crit well. It's not fun if you don't have Black Rail because their damage is just suffering because Black Rail stands out so much more. While for a quick unit, yes, Black Rail helps immensely, but Black Rail is only helping their crits so much as it's 400 more attack than they would get from another CE. And another CE would help their crits out more than Black Rail, honestly. Yeah, and this is the quick rot for me. And again, why I like quick so much is like at lower investments, quick will feel better than arts. It's just that arts barrier to entry is so fucking low, it's not even funny. Like an arts unit that doesn't do high MP damage is not gonna feel good. But a quick unit that doesn't do good MP damage has like crits that will completely make up for it. All right, last one, Kazuha drop. This for me is an immediate EX because she pretty much is exemplifying what I was talking about with Hibiki and Chikagi, and Lohi. It's like Kazuha drop is for me again towing the line between support and DPS, and in a lot of cases for quick, she is this is my perspective, she is more of a support than she is a DPS. By the way, this is Rio Emerald's favorite character. I would say the phrase that is very much associated with characters like this, but no, because again, too close in appearance to my students, so I'm not saying any of this cringe shit I see. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. Some of the shit I see online fucking fucks with my mental health when I have to go to work and see kids, like actual real kids. I know it's fucking crazy. A lot of these people that talk about this shit don't spend zero time around children. Again, reason I have to be so fucking plastered to watch Prisma Ilya is mostly people online. But we're not really talking about that phrase. We're talking about Kazuha Drop and Mirian. And I am so happy that they are as good as they are. This is a character I think is actually like fine and does not ever need to get buffed. And I am 100% serious on that. I don't think Kazuha Drop needs to be giving a party-wide battery. I don't think she needs to be giving a crit buff. She is giving an alternative to what Quick has been feeling. Especially if you use Ruler Scotty, Kazuha Drop is just naturally someone that is going to fit in better with your teams, because unless you're bringing in Vitch or Merlin, your buster crits are only getting crit damage, not card buffs, which is a huge difference when it comes to quick servants. Like, yes, their buster crits hit very hard, but they're also only getting about like 15% buster buffs. So imagine, 15% buster buff per Ruler Scotty. So imagine them getting more than double that buster buff when they crit. That is what Kazura Drop can provide. Letting quick servants actually fucking crit and benefit from it. 11.2k attack, 13.8k HP. Kazura Drop is also a DPS herself. I'm not gonna take away her flowers because she actually does really fucking good damage too. She has a fucking passive that makes it so if you're fighting of the same class, she has Black Rail. 75% power mod. This is Black Rail, basically, while also applying to crits and face cards when she doesn't crit. Like, you cannot take this away from Kazura Drop, and it does make it so Black Rail isn't necessarily the best option. And makes farming with her a lot easier, too. MP charge 0.68%. Thank fucking God it was 0.68. I'm not making the joke when she looks like this, chat. I'm fucking not. Because she also acts like a child. It's not only that she looks like a child, she acts like a child too. And clearly has the child servant trait. This is not your Lollibaba situation like Shuten Doji. This is an actual fucking child. And if you like have read Kazura Drop, it makes so like her lore, it makes so much fucking sense why she bonded with Mirian in the Lostbelt, and the fact that she actually is composed of Mirian. What else she's composed of, I fucking don't know. Again, I haven't read Foxdale and other shit. But yeah, 0.68% gain, 4 hits on quick, 3 hits on arts, 4 hits on buster, 5 hit extra attack. But because of how her kit works, she is going to be getting a card buff when she crits with any of these cards. So the gains on paper are going to be misleading. Summer Mode Servant is second ascension with the banana. And oh, wait. All 3 stages, she has mechanical, but only second she has summer mode. Okay. A weird way to show this. I kind of... Wait. What? Why didn't they just put mechanical here then? Right? Am I crazy though? But you can tell she's pushed. Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah. This is just throwing me off. I don't know why they... Again, why didn't they just put the mechanical here? Yeah, also rip Bozo, because this actually does... Okay, so this actually does put Kazura Drop in danger. In the off chance that Kazura Drop tries to copy a foreigner, because if she changed to foreigner class, it does open her up to getting smacked very, very hard in the face by Mixa, because she'll be a foreigner with the mechanical trait. And is it power mod or yeah, hang on. I forget if it was power mod or not. Yeah, 50% power mod, so... Yeah, shit. Yeah, if you're not careful, your Kazura Drop might just get one shot or some shit like that. I don't know if the computer is going to be that smart. Alright, first skill. Guaranteed drain. Debuff success rate up 30% for 3 turns. Buffer generation, she's going to put quick res down and crit damage res down on the enemies every single turn at the start of your turn. And then she also applies that same res down immediately. So she is able to carry quick res debuffs through farming. This was Quick's biggest issue with Caster Scotty, in that her defense down was only effective for 1 turn. Also, because this is a res down, it does also mean that for multi-core, this just works better because now instead of buffing one character, you buff your entire team. And if you are using like 2 other characters besides Khazra Drop, like you fully are using Khazra Drop as a support, not necessarily a sub DPS, she's still going to do like decent damage if she happens to crit. So, quick explanation on this. The crit res down. This is a card buff, but only if you crit. So if you crit, like I said earlier, if you crit with a Buster card, this counts as a Buster res down. A 50% card buff for Buster. Quick servants, they like, especially because of how hot caster ruler Scotty is. Hot as in like very good, not just because mommy Scotty. But yeah, for multi-core, this just straight up is an upgrade. No contest. However, Khazra Drop is not providing crit damage, so the DPS needs to be more on top of that than usual. Second skill, 50% battery. At every other Sakura series on the field, including the enemy side, gets you another 50 battery. If there are no other Sakura series on the field, cooldown reduction. Khazra Drop can commonly be used in farming. You pick 2 of them, and they both wave clear, and then your main DPS can, if it's a 1 enemy node, you can like fully try to just one shot. Like, especially if they have a lot of 1-turn buffs, like I'm talking like an Okita Saber, like using double Khazra Drop actually will make her feel far better and usable actually in farming, and her like 1-turn buffs won't be an actual demerit because the fight's going to end next turn anyway. Third skill, full cleanse, 5k heal. Changes her class to match whoever you're targeting, but her class score remains alter ego, so you do not need to fucking max out all your class score if you get Khazra Drop. It's just alter ego, and we already have the alter ego access because of OC1. Last part of it, 50% defense down. She is such a heavy debuffer, I really could not see her as anything other than a support. At her initial release, and then I saw what her like farming numbers were actually doing, and I'm like, okay, yeah, no, this isn't bad. But just to note, when I say farming, again, I do not mean loop farming. Khazra Drop has very bad refund. It's not as bad as Domin, but it's still bad. Khazra Drop kind of just gets by because of cooldown reduction and how easy it is for her to use her 50 battery, if not higher, especially double Khazra Drop, it's 200% batteries. And if you want them to MP again, all you really need to do is crit on one of the turns. So, yeah, Khazra Drop just does not have problems like spamming the MP. And like actually encourages like face carding. 20% debuff res, 12% arts up. Again, I already talked about this power mod here. However, there is one more thing here. And if you're fighting a Sakura series, you get 30% power mod off rip. Why is this important, though? It's because the Sakura series are usually only 2 classes. Moon Cancer and Alter Ego. So when she's fighting Alter Ego Sakura series, she doesn't even need to pop this skill for her to get the full effect of her passive, which is 105% power mod. This is event bonus level power mod that she can literally have off rip and still be running any other CE she fucking wants, whether as a support or a DPS. Can't understate that. And then her third append here is Moon Cancers. So the only exception to this rule is Lancer Melt. She's the only one that is a slight exception, and even still, all Khazra drop has to do is pop her third skill, and then she's matching Lancers, and she's getting the full effect no matter what. And also that is applying to the Moon Cancers too. But best case is she's fighting Alter Egos, and then she gets her power mod for free. Next best case is she's fighting BB, and she has her Pen 3 unlocked, and then she's getting an attack buff with it. Not the worst case, but like the least good case is fighting Lancer Melt. High Servant does nothing. For farming, you want this first before you want this, and this is more for multi-core reasons where you have extra charge. I know, right? Fucking Shisho. Shisho had High Servant and does nothing. Why? When are they gonna buff High Servants? Alright, MP. 4-hit AoE quick. Damage to all enemies, obviously. Reduces attack 20% for 3 turns. If you're able to spam this MP, the enemy is barely going to hit you or do damage to you, because 60% attack down is not anything to scoff at. And then OC, more defense down. You can very easily, with one caster Scotty and using all of your kit with Khazra drop, get someone to 100% down defense down in an instant. Like turn 1, 100% defense down. You combine that with all the other multiplicative buffs, and it's just ridiculous damage that you can start outpouring, and truly does exemplify quick. Not showing any shade to any content creators that definitely don't see Khazra drop as a support. I completely understand it. Her being a support, though, mostly comes from me playing Honkai as much as I do. And debuffers are, like, one of my favorite type of characters in Honkai. Acheron, DOT. So this is screaming, like, Honkai character, debuffer. And I know for a lot of other people, like, this is... They don't, like, think about debuffs like this half the time. Like, also, people don't like quick. Khazra drop is quick. Bond CE, 30% MP damage, and basically, okay. Both of these effects are essentially the same. They're all falling into that same buff type as her own passive. I think for Khazra drop, this is actually pretty weak. It is pretty weak as a passive, because essentially, like, if you were to use her and give her Oberon's buff, it is basically like she's already using Black Rail. Like, the amount of MP damage, effective MP damage she would have is the same as if she didn't have her passive and she just used Black Rail. If she had gotten, like, party-wide crit... If this was party-wide, I would like this so much more. Because it would make her first skill way more lethal. But this is definitely for more her as the DPS. And again, I can definitely see her as a DPS as well. I'm not saying she can't do that. But me personally, I prefer her as a debuffer. Because there are not many cases where you can get defense down to this level with Khazra drop, and also if you're able to spam the MP, you would only need, like, you wouldn't even need the caster Scotty, and you can focus on, like, bringing another ruler and just doing more damage. So this is all the alter egos. Again, I'm sorry about how this recording is turning out. I am definitely not as sober as I usually am for these recordings. I can fucking feel it. Very much so. It's either that or I'm hyped up on coffee. Because right after I ended stream, I did drink another cup. Huh. Let's just blame it on me being me and not anything specific. So let's not give more ammunition to people that don't know what they're talking about. But obviously, we're somewhere in the middle on that. So we will do Beasts and Foreigners tomorrow after I'm not tripping on my words. This part's almost done. Last day. All right, recording over 2. Ooh. Oh my god, I'm so happy I'm breaking this up. I truly cannot do this. I could not do this in one day. All right. So 30 more minutes, and then we will go to Persona. Oh. Damn. I truly get Plushie's point about a tier list isn't really a one person's, like, I don't believe in compromising on a tier list. If you think, like, to average it out, I think that is dumb. But doing all this shit by yourself is fucking infuriating. Or not infuriating, but for me, it's just... I already have mental health issues. Talking this much to myself is not that good for my health. That is only partially a joke, and I'm upset about that. You know, Daryl, I would say that. I truly would say that. But you kind of can just look at my channel and look at the tier list playlists and then look at the other playlists and see the views on the videos. And yeah, tier lists would be more trouble than they're worth if they... let me just pull up a random one. I'm pretty sure, like, even the lowest or the least viewed tier list is at least still like 3 times more views than like my other my normal videos. At the very least, some of them just randomly pop the fuck off, and just make getting monetized on YouTube just like a lot simpler. Yeah. No, yeah, I do think averaging for a tier list is like just a dumb idea. It really is. Just make more than one tier list. Which is exactly why I do it by class. And then I also do it by gotcha versus welfare. Alright. So what was I working on? I'm done here. Oh yeah, I did want to do some breakups tonight. And we'll do more tomorrow. Yeah, no, my fucking dumbass has been waking up super early. And like at the start it made sense, and then I just never fixed my sleep schedule and kept waking up at 4. And the amount of sleep I was getting every week was just like slowly diminishing, and I didn't even fucking realize it. Oh, right. Oh, yeah, wait. I don't have to... Wait. Chat, I just realized I don't need to bond level anyone anymore. Oh, shit. Wait, I can actually use whatever team I want now. Alright, we're working on getting you to maxed. Hmm. No, what? Actually, I'm not gonna do Persona tonight. I would rather wake up. Because it's Tartarus. I wanted to do Tartarus tonight. Oh, no, wait. I'm about to be drinking and shit. No, never mind. It's fine. Yeah, no, I'm boofing right now. No. Because, like, there's no... I'm not working out tomorrow morning either, and it is, like, I just need to buckle down and get Foreigners done tomorrow in Beast. Yeah, but I was using the same team as I did on JP, or on my main on this account, only because I was trying to bond level Arcwood. All right, well, we're back to.
まだまだ未熟者ですが頑張ります。
これが効くんだ。全く仕方のない。これは何？見せてやる。イヤソンの栄光をアストラップしてやるぞ。猛烈に嫌な予感。
Yeah. Yep. Alright, drink.
人は死を克服した。リザレクションフロート派です。
行け、我らアルゴノーツ、アストラプステアルゴ。ヒラクレス。ヘルトの文明の祝福あれ。マグナ早く。
Yeah, Daryl, this account, I selected literally every single character that before hitting Bond 10, they would unlock an append based on MP levels. And again, this excludes like going farther to like Bond like 11 and 12, especially 11 and 13, where for like MP2s and 1s they get another append. Now it really is just level up my supports to get them more pens. Oof. But this is the only account that's like that. Oh my fucking god! I don't even want to think about my main.
もちろん
おいおいおい。
それはいつか来る兆しの星誰に呼ばれるまでも
Fion from Shin Megami Tensei.
アラウンドカリバーンここでまっすぐ
畳みか華麗に。
負けないぞやります
この私に命令か。行け。我らアルゴノーツ。アストラップしてアルゴ。
Gotcha.
栄光は我にあり。やはり指揮官たる者最前線で戦わねばな。
Yeah, like I have like I'm someone that like doesn't mind like bad storytelling as long as it's still enjoyable. Like it's part of the reason I play gacha games. Like, yeah, is the story the best? Not for a lot of them, but the gameplay is usually enough to get me in, and if it's I'm enjoying the characters, so that kind of matters more than the story. I genuinely do like gameplay, FGO gameplay though. I like the amount of I like that it's like easy to see like buff stacking. It's not as easy as it is in like Honkai, but it's like Honkai still has like so much conditional shit. Even like what you would see on screen isn't exactly reflective. All right. All right. Start using like keychain shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't. Oh, I haven't even ascended these characters yet. Oh shit. All right, no, we're saving that for tomorrow.
そろそろクエストに戻る
Yeah. It's like they told. It's like they told Rio to write more of a serious story. It kind of was like FGO told Rio to write a story, like a story that's only tangentially tied to like your other work. All right, Jason does not have enough refund here. Oh, but I can go for riders though. Oh my god, I forgot I got Habitrop like max bonded. No, I'm still trying to get the Mystic Codes leveled. Yeah, I'm still trying to get this maxed out, so before I can like really start having fun, I do need to like get this shit done. But Stormpod should get a lot done. Thank you. Yeah, like I recently redid my entire setup, like unplugged all the wires, and it's still doing this shit. Gotta have to only go on my own account, because otherwise this shit would take too long. Until night. Thank you. I mean, this was also like during the no, it was not. It came out during the pandemic. It definitely was not written during the pandemic. Mm.
ではいらっしゃい。大きく感知なさい。国道はなくこの城の対の月の城にようちょっと味見ようば。食らい尽くしてくれましょう。大工房ね、なぶ会場。気に入りました。私の手にすがりつきなさい。肉体は溶けようと魂はこの湖サマープールドズマ。
Yeah, no, this year, not gonna be fun for my wallet. Especially this trauma that is associated with fucking Summer 8. 2 fucking pities in one day. I don't think I'm ever gonna top that bad luck. Like, how the fuck do you get worse bad luck than that? Like, even getting spooked multiple times going for a character, like, that is not bad luck for me. When pity is guaranteed every single time, getting a spook just means you're getting a fruit character. Essentially. Yep, you've told me. With me. All right, yeah. Just this buff, and then we're on to Persona. Yeah. Yeah, no, very true. Like, my end goal was always to just be able to do cool shit with as many characters as I could. It just so happens I get all 3 of my accounts get that done at pretty much the same time. Like, all 3 of them essentially have their 5 stars already, like, maxed out skills and appends. It's just really funny that it happened at almost identical times. For me, all it means is that I'm gonna like just play other games more. This is a club, so I know. Like, I'm specifically farming with like Tonalico like this because it's like different. And like this actually is like really efficient like farming for random shit. Alright, this gets done. Run full command craft essences. Backline doesn't matter. Just cram whoever you feel like. I also completely understand that this is all my own fault for making it so many alt accounts, but also in my defense, streamer logic. But also, to be fair, the alt account was supposed to be a Nuzlocke, and it did not end up that way. Oh, we got I didn't know. I didn't know.
優しい雨だけではありませんよ。楽園の妖精の名のもとに輝ける未来を示しましょう。約束された勝利だけ、あまたの希望は今一つ。
I come through. Oh. Yeah, like this Mystic Code is actually like really fucking sick for this team. Like the AoE 10% is nice.
大地の流血をも我は伊
白亜の城に集いしは清廉なりし無双の騎士、胸躍る幻想を鳥はつづらん。メモリー・オブ・ロンギ
豆陰獄はお気に召しまして、いずれこの星のすべてを私の庭に。
Really, yeah. Really, yeah. Holy shit, I cannot find Tonal Echo. Yeah, hang on, I gotta log in. This is like 3 runs and I can't fucking get this. Alright. No, real quick. Just log in, log out. Go back to the track thing and look on. Where is that? Like a whole snack. Really like a rock star, no time. Really like a rock star.
勇敢であることは評価します。調子に乗るのもそこまでだ。なんて。では食らい尽くしてくれましょう。眠って機嫌が良いって特別に咀嚼空想苦言天の鎖道を示す仰ぎなさい星を覆う天外を咀嚼どうぞごゆっくり抑えるようでトネリコの眠かかって旧姓の妖精である以上すべての巨食を払いましょうはやたどり着けぬ理想目に映るものすべてを灰に行きます水気が足りませんね何か何か一人になっても世界の終わりを知りのない恥じぬように特別に太陽は死せる大星が来たことほぐがよい大地の流血をもつ我は泉流れの流水白は城が
Alright, see you, Daryl.
叶うことなき夢の名残燃え上がる結末を鳥は忘れずメモリオブロングに二類のない勝利でしたさすが私そうですね
But the legacy and you gotta take another bit legacy and then do 94. Overkill. Yeah, actually, I think I am done for today. I will definitely be starting up a lot earlier tomorrow morning to just knock out foreigners. Yeah, like I'm not gonna have this like partially spaced out like I did today and just like fuck it up by not being sober. We're gonna get this done like early in the morning and just enjoy the rest of the day. Like get this recording done first and then play Honkai. All right. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Sorry that I'm kind of ending before you come back, Daryl, but yeah, I do need the break. All about mental health.